Hello, everyone. Today I'm going to do a different type of video. I hope you enjoy this. This is people who died on this day. The first man I'm going to cover was Frederick Douglass. He was born a slave and never was sure of his exact date or lineage of birth because as a child he was moved around so much and sold. But he was taught to learn to read and write, something that was outlawed at that time. My second person is Hunter Stockton Thompson. He was an American writer and journalist who is considered to be a founder of what's called gonzo journalism, a style of reporting incidents that acts and narrators and neighbors of an extent when they become the primary characters in his narrative. He died on February 20th, 2005. Next is one of my favorite characters on the show, Bewitched. He played Darren Stevens. His name was Dick York, and he was born Richard Allen York. He was known for, like I said, playing Bewitched, and he had played as on acting in the Brewster Boys at the young age of 15. He died on February 20th, 1996. Chester W. Nimitz was well known as an admiral and in charge of the fleet of the United States Navy during World War II. He served as Commander-in-Chief of the U.S. Pacific Fleet and was Commander of the Sea and Land Forces in the whole Central area. One of the most supervisors and strategists, he was qualified in submarines and oversaw the propulsion of vessels transferring from gasoline to diesel. He initially served as the head of the Navy's Bureau of Navigation and later as Chief of Naval Operations. He died February 20th, 1966. The next is an actress named Sandra Dee. She was born April 12, 1942, and was a Golden Globe Award-winning actress. Beginning her career with commercials and some modeling as a child, Sandra offered the film industry many years. Her mother dreamed of a successful career for her in entertainment, and she did give a way to anorexia. She died February 20th, 2005. He was Feruccio Lamborghini. Many of you know about the Lamborghini, the famous sports car. He was an Italian industrialist who was recognized as making many of those cars. And he was born in Italy. He died of a heart attack on February 20th, 1993. Next is Gene Siskel. Now, I remember him on TV. He was like a critic, and he was born January 26, 1946, and died February 20th, 1999. He was born in Illinois, and he was very famous. He's resting at the West Lawn Cemetery, and he was on TV for years and years. Next is Alexander Haig. He was an American Army man and diplomat. He had been the White House Chief of Staff under Presidents Richard Nixon and Gerald Ford, and the United States Secretary of State under President Ronald Reagan. Born and raised in Pennsylvania, he graduated high school in 1942 and went to the military academy. He served in several wars until 1975. He died on February 20th, 1999. The next is Walter Winchell. He was one of the famed names of the American entertainment and media industry. By his spicy gossip about famous stars and unraveling the deep hidden secrets of the influential personalities, he had notorious in every way he could. He gave up journalism a new direction with his fiery columns that gave a detailed insight into the life and profile of the subject in question. And this was less of a hassle caused by who's who in the industries. He died on February 20th, 1972. Next is Curtis Edward Gowdy. He was born July 31st, 1919, and he was a sportscaster. He called Boston Red Sox games on the radio for 15 years and then covered many nationally televised sporting events, primarily on NBC, and some on ABC. He died on February 20th, 2006. This date would also mark the death of Pope Martin V, and he lived from February 1369 until the 20th of February 1431. He was born Otto and was the head of the Catholic Church and a pope from 1417 till his death in 1433. His election effectively ended the Western Schism of 1378 to 1417. He was the last pope to date to take the name Martin. Next is Charles Rockwell Lydon. He was born in Norwich, Connecticut, the eighth of 9 children, and his mother died when he was only 3 years old, so he's raised by an aunt. He was a famous artist and one of the legacies of the estate of the great uncle, American war artist John Trumbull. Inherited many of Trumbull's Revolutionary War paintings. He was born July 8th, 1850, and he also died on the 20th of February. The next is an Indian named Washi. He was born circa 1804 to 1810. He died February 20th, 1900. He was a prominent leader of the Shoshone people during the mid-19th century. He was first mentioned in 1840 in the written record of the American fur trapper Orson Russell. In 1851, at the urging of the trapper Jim Bridger, Wahaki, I'm not sure, led a band of Shoshones to the council meetings at the Treaty of Fort Laramie in 1851.